What it do, everybody? It is the Sauce Wrestling Show once again. It is Noah G, the originator, alongside the Hoss with the Sauce, Pete Moss.
A lot of sauce this time.
Huh?
A lot of sauce this time.
Right. And we're bringing you a live. Well, it'll be somewhat live. I mean, we're recording this as it's happening. It's gonna be uploaded onto YouTube within the next few hours. But we're giving you a reaction to the TLC 2020 pay-per-view. WWE, obviously, because they're the only ones that still use the moniker TLC, as far as I know. But right now we got AJ Styles. The first match of the night of the main card is AJ Styles versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship in a TLC match. Right now, they're playing with each other. AJ's got his giant insurance policy outside the ring. What's his name again?
His name is Omos.
Omos. Hopefully, AJ doesn't almost win the championship. Even if he almost wins the championship. That was a pun. Da-dunk. Ding. He sat down on the chair and got back up. Why'd you do that for, AJ? That wasn't funny.
Are you drinking wine?
I am drinking wine. This is brought to you in part by 19 Crimes Wine.
Someone might want to tell them that.
There have been no crimes committed on this podcast, but I am drinking 19 at the moment.
This is like that movie Semi-Pro with Will Ferrell, where they're the semi-professional basketball team.
You're just yeeted a chair at AJ while he was on the top rope. Yeah. That was fantastic.
That wine thing reminds me of the movie Semi-Pro with Will Ferrell, where they're the ABA. They're like they're the company merging, the basketball company merging with the NBA. Mm-hmm. The guy makes the full court shot, and he's just like this old dude. They say they're going to pay him $10,000, but they don't really have any money to do it. They say that they're sponsored by this beer company. He's like, dude, he stepped over the line. He's like, don't worry, the beer company's going to pay him. He's like, they're not really a sponsor. They just sounded professional.
Right. Running face first into the ladder is Drew McIntyre due to a trip by AJ. All the video fans are not liking this. They're booing it. The ones that are not in person, they're all tuning in via video chat. Almost hasn't done shit. Just standing there. Yeah, but the memories, Joe, are clearly fading from memory because you've been sitting at an announce desk for over a year now, it seems. Samoa Joe, come on, man. Why WWE did not give him a WWE Championship run or a Universal title is beyond me. He deserved it. And he's been reduced to an announce desk.
To be fair, if it weren't for him, we'd have to listen to Byron Saxton.
Yeah, good point. Oh, okay. Now I'm throwing in a ladder for AJ. Okay, okay.
I actually like Tom Phillips.
Yeah.
He managed to grow on me. Yep.
Awesome. That would have been lit. So what? Do you think he cashes? Do you think he would cash in like after a battered Drew McIntyre, or during the match?
I think either one.
Oh, there he is.
Oh shit! He didn't do it.
He's doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it.
Hold on.
But wait, John Morrison might fuck with him.
He might.
John Morrison might fuck with him. Yo, if John Morrison turns on The Miz right now, that would be insane. Oh, he's getting out. He's in. Holy shit. Miz is in the match. Aw, damn. Now big man's fucked. Wow. Are you kidding me? There you go. John Morrison's going to take the championship.
Oh my god.
Okay, you have this guy in the ring. I bet you. So this is a Raw match. I bet you they're gonna build this guy up, and then when Braun Strowman comes back, these two are gonna fight.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Braun was looking ripped to shreds.
No.
Dude, grab a chair, you doofus.
Either that or just get the fuck out of there.
John Morrison clearly doesn't know how to use a steel chair anymore. He's just triple threat match.
The only man in the ring right now is the current WWE champion, Drew McIntyre. The question is again, does McIntyre have the ability to stand up and climb? I told Faz, they just fell on the starting ringside. All three men are over a table, and it's McIntyre outside the ring. The WWE title hangs in the balance tonight. McIntyre trying to wiggle himself on now. AJ Styles, you got people on the outside. He's pleading with that knee to work. So much damage was done to the knee. And now it's AJ Styles trying to position the ladder. McIntyre can barely stand.
Miz has cashed in. So if he loses, it's done. Miz is going to jump in and push them both over.
He's absolutely jumping in there.
I bet you, yeah, if Miz becomes WWE champion by the end of the night, honestly, again, I won't be upset. I think he deserved another run. Because when he was champion, he was dealing with, you know, a company franchise who would hog the championship numerous times, known as John Cena. Now that John Cena is nowhere to be found in WWE, why not give Miz another championship run? And a decent one, matter of fact.
You can't put that all on Cena, though.
I know, but I'm talking about Miz right now. Miz, oh my God. Back then, Miz was an incredible heel. My God. No one got heat.
Also, anybody else would have done the same thing.
Right.
Come on, Miz. I'm kind of rooting for Miz right now, Loki. Not even gonna lie.
But I mean, the only thing is though, what if they do a thing like?
Oh my God, oh my God, AJ's gonna do a forearm.
Shit. What if they do a thing? What if they do? Oh wait. Shit. There he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Oh my God. Come on, Miz. Come on.
Whoa, did you see that? Is AJ cut open? Did you see that?
I think he's cut open. Oh, shit. What if Sheamus comes out and costs him? Oh, shit. It's over. It is over.
Drew McIntyre. Okay, here's the thing. Now I'm even more like on Noah's boat when he's talking about the Money in the Bank briefcase. That thing has like, there's no legitimacy in that anymore. I mean, I get it. You're like wanting to use it to propel a talent. The women have used it. Good, I would say.
I can see something that would help that. I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but for Money in the Bank, it's brand specific. Like when you win it, you can't cash in on another brand. I think that rule, that stipulation is hurting the contract. Like, think about how cool. Like, I remember when Edge won his second contract from Kennedy, and then later that week showed up on SmackDown, being a Raw guy and cashing in on the other Undertaker. Everyone went fucking nuts. Like, that shit, like, not being able to see that shit happen, that stuff hurts the Money in the Bank briefcase, in my personal opinion. If they took that stipulation away, there's a chance of revitalizing Money in the Bank just a little bit.
Wasted briefcase. Wasted. Bro, you should have until the match was over.
So we got Sandow, Corbin, Strowman,
Cena.
I think that's it.
And Otis.
He never cashed it in.
Never cashed it in and failed, but he did lose it. Mr. Kennedy also lost it.
Dropping the briefcase doesn't. Dropping the briefcase does not count.
Otis is the only one in history to lose the Money in the Bank briefcase in a match, lose the briefcase, and the person who beats him loses the match.
Yeah.
Retaining the WWE Championship. And now here to discuss the Universal Championship is the man
I love her.
as special counsel for the Universal Champion Roman Reigns.
I love him. Man's a fucking genius.
Kevin Owens said that he would win the Universal Championship back or die trying. Considering that is Kevin's mindset heading into tonight's match, does that change Roman's preparation?
Aesthetics over competency, I see once again. Why don't I just reveal our strategy to Kevin Owens watching what I'm saying live right now? Here's the question you should be asking. Mr. Hayden, are you a sports fan? Yes, I am, Kayla. You know what my favorite sport is? Outside of WWE? NASCAR. You know why? Because I care who wins. I like the car matches.
Oh, man.
What I like about myself. You need to watch NASCAR. You know why? Because this is a dangerous enough profession as it is. People get hurt. Tonight, people.
This brings up a good conversation point. I heard this debate. You probably heard it too. Someone was trying to make an argument that Roman Reigns on SmackDown, and they said Roman Reigns, and then they gave the greater than symbol, Kenny Omega. What do you think about that?
It's hard to compare them.
Right. But here's the thing. Roman Reigns is, in my opinion, I think the best thing on, I don't know about NXT, because I would say, well, yeah, I'll go there. I'll say Roman Reigns in WWE television, including NXT, most over thing.
Yeah.
Most over. Like the greatest product, the greatest contribution to the product is Roman Reigns as Universal Champion. Now, in regards to pro wrestling, and in regards to pro wrestling as like the whole entire the as a whole, pro wrestling as a entity and as a form of entertainment, as a form of sport, you can't compare. Roman Reigns is the most over character in WWE, and his character work is brilliant. What they're doing with Roman. Kenny Omega is, my opinion, like the greatest. He's the greatest pro wrestler in the world today. Besides, really close. I would say AJ Styles is, but Kenny Omega is a damn close second.
Yeah.
And his contributions to the business, I would say, are unparalleled. Recently, no one has contributed more to the business of pro wrestling than Kenny Omega.
That's the thing. When it comes to pro wrestling as a whole, there's honestly a lot more names, like in general, that I got to give before even Roman or Kenny, simply because of how long the business has been around. Like, you know, when it comes to current generation, yes, I have to 1000% agree with you. But there are so many names that came before both Roman Reigns and Kenny Omega, like guys like Shawn Michaels, guys like Bret Hart, guys like I'm trying to think of guys that were in other promotions. Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, Harley Race. You know, like trying to go like Bruno Sammartino, Buddy Rogers, Luthez. No, the list goes on and on and on. So it's a hard conversation to have. But as far as of all time, you know, he's definitely on his way. Right. It's hard to say, man. In 20 years, I might be ready to have that conversation, but it's hard to have a conversation when like they're still having that career.
But Kenny Omega, becoming AEW World Champion, and now crossing company lines between Impact. Who knows where else they're gonna go? We could see we're already seeing him show up on AAA, right? That's what it's called.
Yeah.
On AAA.
I think he's been a AAA World Champion for quite some time.
I don't know what Ring of Honor is doing right now. I don't know what New Japan's doing right now.
I believe Final Battle was a couple nights ago.
Right. NWA is showing up on AEW. So I mean, like, these invasions into other companies, like WWE clearly is not doing that. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just really distracted by Carmella right now. Just Jesus Christ. Jesus. Wow. That's the first time I saw that, and clearly that was written by someone. I mean, you could have done a better insult than that, Carmel. Hey, why don't you add that glass smash sound effect to your theme music, Carmella? That would be really original.
TLC.
You like the entrance?
You don't think she's gotten better at all?
Gotten better?
You don't think she's made any in-ring progress whatsoever?
I'll have to find out. I'm thankful that she's gotten herself back into the heel picture again, and she's not being loud and obnoxious like she's used to. So I think she's definitely upgraded in regards to character and
because
I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of the whole. Yeah, I'm a diva in the women's revolution
because no disrespect to anyone, but like she's not the only one that does that.
Bebe, we were trying to get rid of this whole thing with the Bellas and AJ Lee and Paige and the 4 horsewomen, and now you want to bring it back?
I mean, no
no
disrespect.
And really quickly, and then on top of that, USA is demanding you get more edgy. Carmella's going to start losing amounts of clothing. I'm going to be honest about that. And I'm going to have an apoplectic fit if that happens.
No disrespect, but she's not the only one that does that. Like, I see some of the things that some of the other women wear in the ring, and it seems like Carmella's the only one that gets shit on for it. I don't really think it's fair.
Hey, and also Corey Graves, I know you're biased on this whole thing, but try rooting for Sasha Banks. Please, I'd like to see some unbiased commentary. I know your girlfriend's in the ring. What's the bet that Bayley interrupts this match? Or do you think that whole thing is kind of...
Not very high.
I mean, I think
how Sasha has kind of like this whole storyline, I personally like it. But I mean, who's the better talent? Obviously Sasha. Great. I think in WWE, I would say Natalya is a close second, but she's the greatest worker. Her, Natalya, and Bayley are the top 3. It ain't happening.
Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger.
She ain't moonwalking no more. Is that a new shade of blue?
Yeah, probably.
For the SmackDown Women's title inside WWE Thunderdome. Corey, the challenger Carmella, what does she need to do to knock off the boss tonight? Carmella needs the hope and all of her work has already been done. The mind game, the mental aspect of this matchup. If Carmella's put in the work, it could pay off tonight. However, Sasha Banks, this is and Carmella quickly slides out of the ring before this matchup can get underway. For Sasha Banks, this is a million's miracle. Sasha knows what it means to be in a high-pressure situation. Carmella right here out of the gate, making the champion win. Much like we saw in SmackDown a couple of weeks ago, Carmella perhaps trying to play mind games with Sasha Banks, get in her head as Sasha Banks goes right after Carmella. And it's very obvious. Sasha is bothered by Carmella. We saw Sasha lose her cool several weeks back and get herself disqualified. No, this is the champion's advantage. Carmella has to make Sasha pin or tap out. The lead here as a new SmackDown with its champion. Banks now dragging Carmella out of the ring and bouncing her face first off the apron. Of course, for Carmella, look at this.
Hey, Carmella, you gonna get smoked.
Down to the floor. Carmella has to let Sasha go. Screaming at Carmella. But the onus is on Carmella to get back in the ring.
Oh, thanks, Corey Graves, for that reminder.
Sasha hook of the leg, kicked out by Carmella. It's champion's advantage. Carmella has to pin or submit the champion to win the title tonight. Continues and a slap by Carmella. Live across the eyes of the boss. Will that raise the ire of Sasha Banks?
Somalia. Champagne sommelier.
This is wildly enough. Oh my God! The keyboard just something illegal about that, Corey.
Heel tactics. No. Get pissed. I want to see you get pissed.
Always the consummate pro, always looking at the top of her game. Carmella taking a moment to adjust herself. She's got to look great while she's making history. She's definitely in control of Sasha Banks. You can give an assist to the sommelier inside the ring. His name is Reginald Cole. He's multi-talented. And look at Carmella go. Stop hitting away at the boss of the corner.
All right, we're having a little bit of silence here, so we're just gonna watch this match. We'll come back with the results.
Was it not recording?
That wasn't. Now we're back. Pause it briefly, and now we're back.
How long was it not recording?
Good 15 minutes. It was there was silence for a little bit, maybe like 5 or 10 minutes.
Huh.
Now we're back. Okay, so Petey here is just listening to me rant about Carmella. Okay, so what homegirl? Okay, going for a pin off the top. All right. So Carmella gets Sasha Banks back in the ring, goes for a pinfall, and is unaware that Sasha is in reach of the rope. And then she gets back up from that and almost starts crying because she thought she had it. That's either really good acting, which likely it is, but it's also not understanding that your opponent is within reach of the rope. So you need to have ring awareness. Here's some good. All right, we got some grappling going on here. Corey Graves. Oh! Yeah, you probably don't like the looks of this because your girlfriend's not getting the job done here, Corey Graves. Yeah, I'm talking my shit right now.
tackling Banks now. How's the challenger growing frustrated again? Sasha rolling through into the backstage. Center of the ring.
You're right. She doesn't have nowhere to go. Come on. Hit that. Trying to reach back so her guy can grab her legs. Yep. Predictable. Sasha beat the shit out of both of them. Yeet. Super kick to the face. Yep.
Right.
Another one. And another one. Nope. It's not enough. Look at me.
No.
I'm right. Yep. Now start crying again. Like, oh, no, I can't do it. Exactly. She's like, what do I have to do? You can't do anything because you're going up against Sasha Banks. You got nothing. You tried your face plant. That didn't work. You tried 2 super kicks. That didn't work. Why don't you try and grab a bottle of champagne and smash it on her back? Oh, wait. That's called a disqualification. Now you're trying these cat slaps, which there's a word for that. It's called petty. FC tried it again. Nope. Tap out. Make her tap out. Tap out. There you go. Sasha Banks retaining the championship as predicted. Chop one up in the victory column for the originator of the sauce. With that, I'm going to celebrate. This is also brought to you in part by Jameson Black Barrel Irish Whiskey, made in Middleton. We're partying tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, hang on a second. All right. I can agree. She's trying, okay? I get it. Carmella's trying, and she's gonna keep working, doing her thing, making
They
herself
fucked up the graphics.
way up as a legit heel. But she's not. She was at the championship level once. It ain't happening right now. Especially when she's having lackeys. I mean, she has a champagne sommelier. I mean, this is just reminiscent of when she had James Ellsworth. Okay, how long did that last? Well, I mean, she won the championship. She cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase. Won the SmackDown Women's Championship. But what did that lead to? I don't know. A little character known as The Man with Becky Lynch. So she got scrapped and pushed to the side and was forgotten from memory because of Becky. It was Becky's time. She's really got it. I can appreciate effort and hard work. I loved the grappling in this match. Definitely showed us that she can grapple in the ring. But here's the thing: she's still got a long way to go before she's back at that level of. Ooh, no! Oh my goodness, Billy Kay trying to. Oh my God. Oh shit. Look. Now we have a segment between Billy Kay and Asuka. I love the shirt. Asuka's shirt. That's lit. In the skills section, you can see I am proficient in Japanese. And so we can match. I even made my very own mask. I'm telling you. So the bet is right now Charlotte is going to be the tag team partner.
Yes, and she is going to turn on Asuka.
That would be lit, honestly. That'd be lit. But honestly, as much as we want that to happen, I can just see her being the tag champ, and I think turning on her eventually. It might not happen tonight. Wreck everyone and leave. Let me tell you something. Wreck everyone and leave. There's so many jokes I can make with that. I'm just not going to because they're not appropriate for YouTube. Oh, okay.
Everything's appropriate on YouTube.
Squash match. Hurt Business versus New Day.
I actually am picking the Hurt Business on this one.
Really?
And I actually kind of want them to win.
Also, I really miss Shelton Benjamin's old theme song.
Yeah, dude.
Stop me, no!
I miss MVP's old theme song.
Oh my God. 1, 2, you hear the clock ticking.
So
it's not old. We saw it this year. We saw it the
if I had it my way, the Hurt Business would add one more person. And that person would later go on to become the U.S. champion.
Who?
I don't know. I'm like, it would something I would have to think about. Bobby Lashley would become the world champion.
Okay. Okay.
I wouldn't have.
Why don't they just put the U.S. Why doesn't Lashley drop it? And
I wouldn't have MVP win a title.
No. Why not Why not Cedric Alexander? Why not?
He could
hold it. He hasn't held a championship.
He could.
They could put the tag titles on these two guys right now. And if that were to happen, put it on Cedric. Have Cedric hold 2 championships. Why not? Make him look good.
They could do that. They could do that.
That makes him more
I'm not opposed to that. But my idea is this. MVP just continues focusing on his role as the manager. Like at this stage in his career, he doesn't need a title. If they wanted to have Cedric and Shelton be the tag champs, I'm okay with that. Whoever they bring in as to eventually, be the U.S. champion, that's cool. And then obviously, Bobby Lashley will be the one to win the world title. That's goes without saying. The question is, who would do that? Let me go down the ranks here.
The short answer is it won't be. But the long answer is it definitely won't be.
It's Wizard F, baby.
So Cedric and Shelton, they're going up against New Day, yes, we understand. But they're about to go up against big match New Day. Big match New Day, that's right. Look, the Hurt Business is going to be extra hurt tonight because they know that 2020 is going to end in the same way in which it began, and that's what your boy.
How is no one offended by the phrase "butthurt" yet? He wouldn't definitely be able to because he's hurt. Okay. This is literally something that would require a perfect world. But let's say Retribution got scrapped tomorrow.
Please, God. Okay.
And they decided to come, just sit down and decide what the new directions would be for everybody involved. What if Dio Madden joined the Hurt Business?
Who?
Mace. We saw him in Columbus, And he also used to do commentary, but he's a fantastic athlete. He played in the NFL.
What I really want is for Leo Rush to come back and be in the Hurt Business.
I don't.
Why not?
He's good and everything, but he's also like a severely unprofessional.
Okay.
Like, do you remember what he said after? Do you remember what said after
for him coming back?
What?
I just saw some people making an argument for him coming back.
He was. First of all, what he said about after Tennille Dashwood got fired, I'm still a little. I still don't agree with that. Also, he, after Drake Maverick got re-signed, we
talked about that.
Because my big thing about that is, let's say it was him that caught the lucky break. Would he be saying the same things?
No, he wouldn't.
That's any person would take advantage of the opportunity.
So
especially right now.
You're okay. The first one with Tennille Dashwood, I don't know all about that one, but so basically, what your problem with him is that he's butthurt. Haha.
He's just an asshole.
Promo New Day just cut. So basically, your problem with him is that he's butthurt that he didn't get re-signed. So the fact that somebody else did and he's pissed and he's like venting his frustrations about it.
Because someone took advantage of the opportunity and he just didn't think it was right.
Whatever.
He essentially just uses Twitter to vent his frustrations, maybe a little more than he should.
I do the exact same thing.
So the Tennille Dashwood thing was basically this. She had just gotten fired from WWE after having a pay-per-view match with Asuka. I believe it was Asuka's first match on the main roster.
Yeah.
Not maybe a week after that happened, Tennille Dashwood gets released. Not even tagging Tennille Dashwood in it. Leo Rush posts out a tweet and goes, "This is what happens when you're not ready for Asuka." And he got destroyed on Twitter. And he had not been signed to WWE for very long, and he was not they didn't do a whole lot with him for very long for that reason. He had to basically serve time. Wrestler jail. But I have no doubt in my mind that he is extremely talented. I would love to see.
If they need to add one person to the Hurt Business, it shouldn't even be a dude. I think they should add Naomi to the Hurt Business.
Oh, I still think it should be a Naomi. I'd be okay with Dio Madden and Naomi.
But personally, the group of four that is the Hurt Business, they're more over than Retribution. Plain, hands down. If I get
they absolutely are.
It's Retribution first, and then the Hurt Business. So Retribution actually has some foundation, and I want them to continue because I want them to have.
Did you say Retribution?
History, and I want personally, as much as I love New Day, I met New Day in person. They're great. I love Kofi. Kofi's been in the business for so long. Love Woods because he's a fellow gamer, fellow nerd. He's got a PhD in I don't remember what.
And he wants to save the King of the Ring.
Love Big E. Hope he gets a singles push on SmackDown.
He pinned Sami Zayn tonight.
I think they need to put more weight, or they need to push the Hurt Business more because it's a group of four men who have not been world champions.
That's one of the reasons I want to see Cedric and Shelton win tonight. Big E pinned Sami Zayn tonight.
Personally, when MVP was in WWE before he left, I personally wanted him to be world champion. Being honest with you. I just wanted him to have one run. Just one run. Even if it was for one program and then lose it. I wanted him to just have one championship because man was going through the hurdles. He was a great heel. Everybody loved to hate him. I mean, beating up Ric Flair, talking shit.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Beating up Matt Hardy, talking shit. I mean, like, being over heel.
Yeah.
I think obviously personal stuff got involved, and that's when you gotta let somebody go. But I mean, damn, it's one of those things that like we'll never know. Also, here's a bit of a throwback as well. I heard an interview between Stone Cold Steve Austin and I think it was Stone Cold. I don't know who it was either. I don't know who hosted it. It was either Stone Cold or it was Chris Jericho. But they had Hulk Hogan on the show, and he talked candidly about how he would have dropped the title to Roddy Piper, the world title. Roddy Piper never held a world championship.
No, he didn't.
Hot Rod. One of the greatest to ever do it. One of the biggest personalities in pro wrestling. Like, when you think attitude and when you think fucking, like, a good promo and, like, shit talking, you think Hot Rod. Okay? Never held a world title in his career. Another thing. And Hogan went on record and said, I would have dropped the title numerous times. Like,
and he's done TV appearances. He's starred in TV shows before.
He showed up on a talk show, and like some talk show host was like talking about how wrestling is fake. I've talked about this before.
He's starred in movies. He's starred in he's done supporting roles in TV shows. He was on Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Right. Roddy Piper was?
They did an episode where they'd put on a wrestling show, and like he was just like some like.
He was on Fantasy Factory with Rob Dyrdek.
Yeah, he looked like some like homeless dude. Like his name was literally the Maniac, and it was just one of those like bingo hall type. It was like an old indie show, and they basically like just did the cliche indie wrestler living out of your car type thing for him. And he's like something I can do for you. We're putting on a wrestling show for the troops, and he's like, how much? How much do you charge? $50 weekdays, $30 weekends. He goes, oh, that's it? That's perfectly reasonable. He goes, yeah, right now. And he's like, oh, well, we'll see what we got out of our pockets here. I mean, and he ends up getting arrested at the end of the episode. It's honestly one of my favorite episodes because he's just like,
wow, dude. I thought Kofi had him there.
So did I. He's beaten people with the SOS. I think he beat Randy Orton with the SOS years ago, like before, I think Randy Orton might have actually been world champion when he did it.
And I'll say this until the end of time. Kofi Mania shouldn't have ended with Brock Lesnar when they moved SmackDown to Fox. That was some bullshit.
Oh, it was some bullshit.
Kofi should have beat Brock. They should have pulled off some underdog shit.
He's the only person I've ever actually seen.
Dude, this match is getting some fire.
Yeah,
it, dude. I'm getting pretty invested in this shit here. Like,
yeah, like I want to go get a beer, but like I don't want to miss the end of this match.
dude, my God. Yo, if the Hurt Business win the tag titles off this, yo, that's what's up.
Like, I'll be happy for Cedric, but like more than anything else, I'll also be happy for Shelton because like I grew up on Shelton. I remember watching him beat Triple H. Like I've always wanted to see him succeed.
You also see him getting like sweet chin music midair by Shawn Michaels on Raw.
Yeah, and honestly, when I play
that clip to this day.
When I think of Money in the Bank highlights, you know whose name comes to mind first? Shelton Benjamin. He is the Kofi Kingston of Money in the Bank.
Oh, yeah. And then when it comes to like Royal Rumble matches, you have John Morrison.
Kofi.
You have Kofi Kingston. You have Naomi. Recently, you've had Casey Catanzaro. Am I saying her name right?
Yeah.
Casey Catanzaro with her athleticism.
I low-key want to see her like do shit.
Oh yeah,
More.
if I was like showing up on NXT and I was trying to get a tag team to win, like a random tag team that nobody knows, and just give them like a tag team title run, I'd take Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter, and those two give them a title match. Oh.
I wouldn't be mad if they just took the women's tag titles and just sent them to NXT like they did the Cruiserweight title. I think it'd be good for them.
Whoa. Yo, that's some interesting shit. Cedric Alexander basically tagged himself in and won. He tagged himself in when Shelton was the legal man and won the match. So obviously there might be a little bit of a down the road there might be a little bit of heat.
Business is officially booming, people.
We might get some student has surpassed the teacher with Cedric and Shelton. You know, we might have a rivalry between these two guys. But yo, got some gold, baby. Hurt Business got some gold, baby. Fucking love it. So now the Hurt Business has the Raw Tag Team Championship between Shelton and Cedric, and the United States Championship on Bobby Lashley. This gives us some more.
Yeah, definitely. Not for nothing, but low key, Shelton's finisher, that pay dirt, low key one of my favorite finishers.
They should get Brian Saxton as like they should like kidnap him and like slap him around a little bit, and they should like make him into like their personal like commentator. They should like just bitch him around and just be like, get on there and talk for us while we're in the ring, like yeah, man, and like just get like just like put him on the payroll and just like get him to like talk for them on the announce table, just to like. They need to what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. They just need to, you know what I'm saying? Also, on the
we got a promo for the Rumble.
On the subject of tag championships, they just showed a picture. They just showed Rhea. Anywho, for the love of God, give Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan the women's tag team championships. Like, I'm not playing. Like, if Asuka picks Charlotte and they don't win, fucking give Ruby Riott and Liv the W. Like, they've been around for so goddamn long and they haven't been given any championship wins. Like, Jesus. Like, it's time already. Even if Asuka and Charlotte, if Asuka and Charlotte are the new champions after tonight, they gotta lose it to Ruby and Liv. Because if they're gonna start doing this thing where there's a rivalry between these two, between Asuka and Charlotte, then what you need to do is have them win the tag championships, and then no communication. Like, have them be fighting amongst each other and have them lose the titles to the Riot Squad. It needs to happen.
Definitely.
Me! Sami Zayn!
Yeah, dude, Sammy took a pin from Big E tonight. That's big. No pun intended.
Ladies and gentlemen, it seems there's been a bit of a mix-up.
Sammy.
The superstar of the year.
Yep, Big E. Wait, is Big E? You said something. Did you say something earlier about him being injured?
No, Big E pinned Sami Zayn earlier tonight.
Don't just apologize to me. Tell me what the hell happened out there. Tell me how you allowed that to happen. Do you know how hard it was to get the Sammy Awards to happen? Do you understand the people that are depending on me? I sleep with that responsibility every night. You think the Sammy Awards are about me? I'm putting food on your table. You're eating because of me. This happens again.
No, you're eating because you're that the guy from Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Why? Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing I never understand. Why does Sammy, like, he's growing his hair and his beard out, and he just walks around like he's Fidel Castro? Like, why? What's your obsession with the Cuban people? Like, dude, like,
sometimes you just decide you're gonna do something different with your appearance. I mean, I fucking dyed my hair black last week.
Dude, Fidel Castro is a fucking dictator, and you're gonna like mimic your.
I don't think that's directly what he was going for, bud. I think he was actually saying, "Hey, we're in the pandemic, so I'm gonna not bother cutting my hair for a while." A lot of people did it.
I'm telling you, dude. If Vince wants to go more mature with the product, keep the Intercontinental title on Sammy until after WrestleMania, and then have him issue an open challenge, the first SmackDown of the year or of after WrestleMania, and then you can pull Rhea Ripley from NXT and beat his ass. She would take the Intercontinental Championship from him, and she'd be the second woman in history to hold the Intercontinental Championship. Also, I'm also impressed that Mandy Rose has come back from injury, and I'm thankful she hasn't injured Lana. Lana's see, here's the thing. You hear me? I'm kind of, if it sounds like I'm being hypocritical between Lana and Carmella, I'm not. Okay. Might sound like it, but now is Lana injured? She is, right?
I think so, yeah.
Here comes Shayna. Okay, here's the thing. Love Shayna Baszler. Dude, dream segment of mine. Hear me out. So say Ronda Rousey comes back. Okay. WWE. Teams up with Shayna. And then brings the other two. Jessamine Duke and
Marina Shafir.
If I was the manager, and if I was the one booking, if I was their manager, I was like their Paul Heyman, I'd go like this, right? Take the 4 and make them all do it, and then I go like this, turn it around like this, kind of look at it, make sure they all can see it, and then I just go like this. Make them do the 2 sweep. And I do that for the rest of the time. I'm their man. I would just manage them for like a year. Make them, and that'd be the coolest shit ever. Instantly over from that point.
All right.
I am a monster.
I don't think those are the words, unless you did that on purpose.
No, that's the words of her. That's words of her music.
It's actually, I'm not like most girls.
Oh, whoops! I'm an idiot. I'm waiting for these two to like face each other for like a women's championship. But between these two, obviously, Shayna Baszler is she's the
And again, part of me was like thinking to myself, if Nia is as dangerous as she is, she's probably safer in a tag team where she's, you know, in the ring just a little bit less. That's probably a stupid way of looking at it. But if she's in a tag team, she's spending part of her time on the apron where she can't hurt people. If we can shave that time just a little bit, then, you know, it's better than nothing.
And also, another reason why what appeals to me about Shayna, indie experience. She's been on Shimmer. She's been on I don't know where else she's been.
She's been on Shimmer.
No. I don't know where else. But she's and then obviously MMA and then coming to NXT and being like one of the greatest NXT women's champions of all time. So. But Shayna versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. Has that match happened yet?
Don't think it has.
My God, we need it. And I was thinking about this recently too, dude. I love Asuka, man. You can't hate her. For me, it's hard for me to hate her. I love her.
There's things I would change, not about her specifically, but like I'd have her on commentary a little less.
I love Asuka, man. She's. You understand? If you understand when she Japanese, I think that's her language.
Yeah, I don't. Also, the Otis. Hold on.
No way.
Yes! She did not hold out. Not his face.
It'd be crazy if, like, just from like the side, you just see Becky come out and just attack the shit out of Charlotte. You'd be like, "Nope, you're not taking this. I am." And she teams up with Asuka. That'd be pretty sick. All right, this entrance is gonna take another 10 minutes. I'm just playing. No, it's not. It's probably gonna take another minute, but I got to pee. So, be right back. Pete, entertain the people.
So this one time at band camp? Nah, I'm just kidding. I have a pretty decent... I think this is the first time that Charlotte Flair has been in the Thunderdome. I believe this is the first time that Charlotte has competed inside the Thunderdome.
Yeah, and we totally didn't see this coming. Totally didn't see this coming. It's not like we didn't get a report that like, oh, Charlotte Flair expecting to return. Yeah, we saw it.
It sucks that it's like that, but unfortunately, Dave Meltzer exists.
Right. Shayna versus Charlotte. Another match for a for like the singles championship. That'll also be a good one. Horsewoman versus Horsewoman. But these two, but Asuka and Shayna in the ring right now, just grappling. I fucking love it, man. Watch her attack Asuka right now. Yep. Maybe after the match.
Ooh.
Have it on the. We got Petey on the record. He thinks Charlotte's going to turn on Asuka at some point, either during this match. All right. Well, do revenge. Because remember, Nia's the one that attacked and injured Nia. Or Nia's the one that injured Charlotte. Don't do it again, Nia. How about that? Don't do it again. That'd be helpful. Throw in some potatoes while you're at it, Charlotte. I mean, like, if you want to, like, really hurt her, like, really hit her, go for it. Slap her in the face. Go right.
Maybe slap in the kitchen sink while you're at it.
And we haven't seen Asuka 2 belts yet. We're gonna see it tonight. Very likely that happens. Code breaker. Woo! Just saddle. All right. That's enough alcohol for now. I'm gonna just wait until the main event to pour myself into it.
I think we still got Roman and KO, and then we got the Inferno
Roman
match.
And KO. We got
the Inferno match between Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna pace myself because I'm gonna be honest, guys. Survivor Series, when The Undertaker retired, I regretted that night and I regretted the next morning. That was bad. Physical manipulation. The masochist. That is Shayna Baszler. All right, don't hurt her arm. Come on, Nia. Please don't injure Asuka.
I can't watch Nia Jax on offense without getting nervous.
Yeah, that's a problem. And you also want to hear something funny? Didn't Nia put now John Moxley, then Dean Ambrose, like through a table or something?
He did. She did.
Didn't injure him. He's a tough son of a bitch. That's why. When you're from Ohio, you got that level of toughness.
Yeah.
By the way, I forgot to tell you this. I made us some business cards.
You made business cards?
What?
You made business cards?
I made us so on one side it says Sir Noah Garber, a self-anointed knight, and then on the other side, it says the Sauce Wrestling Show, Twitter at Sauce Wrestling, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, the Sauce Wrestling Show.
That's awesome.
I might put those on the credit card as well and send some. Ooh. Okay, trying to cause disconnect, but didn't work. Strong comeback. Woo! Woo! Nature Boy's in the building.
Oh shit, he is. I'm on a slight delay from you.
Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, hard time holding the alligators down. He's in the building, folks. And also, Charlotte looks more jacked than I remember. Is it just me, or she looks?
No. There's been photos on the gram of her just working out extra.
She looked like she's. I say this respectively because I know it's a sensitive topic amongst women, but she looks like she's lost some weight, which is good.
Seems like every time someone's out with an injury, they usually are just in the gym a little bit more. I remember when then Dean Ambrose came back from his tricep tear. He was his shoulders looked like rocks.
My God, I know.
He looked like he got out of prison.
What's the count now? She's a 10. Is it 10 time? 11 time?
I think it's 12 time because I think they count her NXT title reign.
What?
I think I don't know. Because I think it just started counting all of them. Her NXT women's title reigns, her Divas title run. I think it just started counting all of them. It's just easier just to count everything than just to try to differentiate it all.
I need to look this up. How many wins?
Come on. There you go. Boom!
I don't know. Maybe they'll say it.
No shit.
Giant booty attack by Asuka going for the sleeper. So here's okay, I'll talk about this later.
Oh.
We're gonna watch this match right now. Fuck yeah.
Huh. How many people do you think are gonna be pissed about this tomorrow?
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. So here's a thing. So we have Asuka 2 belts right now, which is nice.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen. See, here's the thing. I don't know what's happening here.
I don't either, but
we have Asuka 2 belts, which is nice.
I kind of like the fact that I don't know what's happening. It's the kind of thing you can just sit back and enjoy the ride. That's what I miss about pro wrestling. That's how pro wrestling should be. Being able to just sit back, enjoy the ride, and then something comes along and it's good.
Charlotte is now.
She's a Grand Slam champion.
The tag championships.
She's a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah. Oh my God! Yeah.
She was the last of the horsewomen to win the Grand Slam. So everyone that's bitching that she gets everything, she was the last of them to do it. So everyone can shut up now.
Okay, this commercial is so stupid.
I just want to take a moment to thank everybody.
Yo. Commercial.
Look like Thanos.
Was it supposed to be your year? Like you were gonna go to the gym anyway? I've been trending worldwide every day because this is my year.
Looks like the Metro PCS guy's obnoxious cousin.
Okay, here's a question I want to run by you. See if I can get your take on this.
Yeah.
So one of the people inactive in the women's division right now, and a favorite of mine, I've been pretty vocal about it, is Sonya Deville. Okay.
Yeah.
If she were to come back soon-ish, maybe at the Rumble, maybe in a singles match or in the Rumble match, but she obviously she's been gone for a while. You know, she comes back, brand new. Brand new. We'll get back to that later.
That shows up.
But just be glad it was that kind of league and not the other, because ain't nobody's so go somewhere with your little conspiracy theory, man. Yo. Hey, I know a conspiracy. Pieces. Your lips don't touch when you say the word touch. But they do when you say the word separation. You think you're pretty clever, huh? You think you're pretty smart? I got news for you. You are not that smart. You are not as smart as me, because that is why I am the Intercontinental Champion, and you are a chump who's been treading water ever since he went solo. Yeah.
Yeah. Big E, Intercontinental Champion. I'm saying, so Sonya has a history being an MMA fighter, so she kind of has a little bit of the same type of background as Shayna. Obviously not as good, but still good. And also, like I said, before she had to quit WWE, she was also hell of a promo. Promos that she cut for the Mandy Rose fight at SummerSlam, fucking brilliant. So if you were to give her a new finisher and you had to protect that finisher, whether it be a submission move or something, you think about Sonya Deville, think about a good move that would work for her. Whether it be it's a submission move or just a finisher in general, or a move off the top rope. What would it be?
For Sonya Deville?
Like give her a sleeper, or like maybe an abdominal stretch, or maybe even the master lock, like something like that. Like give her something that like you can like try and protect.
One very underrated submission hold that I don't think we see a lot of, and I think for her being an MMA person, I think it'd be pretty good. What about a dragon sleeper?
I was thinking that too, like as you were talking. A dragon sleeper. That would work.
I'm looking at how many people are going on that tweet I posted earlier and are defending the decision last year for Rhea Ripley to drop the title to Charlotte.
So
some people are actually on my side.
They're basically
that she should have won the title. Based on what?
No. I'm with you.
I see, like, this one person says, okay, now putting a full storyline together. That's what I want to do. See, if you do all this, you're basically taking that and just making it one piece of this entire puzzle.
I don't know why.
But if you don't, then that's just a shitty decision. It's not on our show's page. It's on my personal page.
Yeah.
Pete Moss underscore.
Yep.
Some of them are just shitting on Vince, saying that he'd never come up with that idea, which is entirely fair.
Okay, wait. Where are these? It's the one with Patrick and SpongeBob.
Yeah. Hey, I did my best to try to like get you guys to not shit on Charlotte for this because I knew you would. Because I felt like that was what people were gonna.
Show to come back. If that happens in this match, I'm gonna be lit.
I've been here in January, but the thing with tears and sprains is you can really rehab them as fast as you want, depending on how often you work out. That's the thing that's why John Cena always came back so soon, is because literally, like, outside of WWE, all he did was work out. So we'll also have to wait and see.
People are saying that Asuka's hurt.
In this situation, they basically say that in this situation that she's not benefiting from it at all.
Oh, I thought they were talking about like they got the results of this match that we just saw early and that she's injured or something.
No.
I was like
And it's just like at some point she's gonna have to drop the title.
What
like,
does this person mean? Okay, now putting a full storyline together. What do you mean?
That's basically what I want to do.
Right.
That's why So she's essentially agreeing with me. You see what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, and I agree with what you're saying right here. But here's the thing. You wouldn't be in a position to book this storyline that you're talking about had Charlotte lost at Mania.
No, but this is better than, like, if this were to happen, I would, in hindsight, be okay with her dropping the title last year, because it basically brings everything together. I would have much preferred, Charlotte passing the torch last year, but I kind of would like this, way of doing it as well.
Honestly, I would have liked to seen if Rhea won at Mania, because we still had a WrestleMania moment. Rhea has gone on record and said like she still had her WrestleMania moment, even though she lost. I still would have liked to have seen her retain the championship, even if she lost it to Io at In Your House, the takeover In Your House.
I think her winning the championship from Charlotte would be even better, because it's a championship she's never won before. I don't know.
Io has been a successful NXT Women's Champion up to this point. It's been a long, decent run.
Yeah.
But we got to switch gears, dog. I mean, we're going to Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the Universal Champion, one-on-one with Kevin Owens. Supposedly one-on-one. Even though he has Paul Heyman in his background and Jay Uso. Maybe even Jimmy Uso on top. And also, I'm so happy WWE brought Pyro back, because no Pyro made no sense.
I agree. I will say this though, when you go to a live show and like you hear the pyro, it's so loud in person, man.
Slow, methodical, dangerous, badass is Roman Reigns. Now, I fucking love this. Why they didn't do this with him earlier, I don't know. But I'm glad they're doing this, because this, like, I'm telling you, Roman's the most over thing in WWE right now.
He is.
Okay, wait. Hold on a second. So there's this match, and then
there's the Inferno match.
That's it.
I think that's it.
What?
Ever since the pandemic, the pay-per-views have been shorter.
Well, shit. Wait, is Asuka not? She only did the tag team match. She's not doing a Raw Championship.
I don't think so. I think she would have already.
They're booking Randy and Bray as the main event. Holy shit.
There's also a possibility tonight, Corey, that Owens could become the Universal Champion. You're absolutely right. That is an accomplishment that Kevin Owens has tasted once before. But it's different to hold the championship than it is to reign with a championship. This is not the tradition.
Yeah, you've obviously been to a number of shows in the past, as have I. That pyro, when you're actually there in person, is so unbelievably loud. It's like it has a way of catching you off guard. I remember when I had floor seats to like a Raw SmackDown combo show, but we couldn't see the Tron, so we couldn't see anybody coming. And
I'm calling these motherfuckers out on your post because.
Are you?
Yeah, because this guy's like jumping gun. I'm like, how?
Okay.
People are like, we all know that's not going to happen. I'm like, why not?
I was perfectly fine with just respectfully.
I'm not being mean. I'm just questioning.
No, you're good. You're good. I did make the decision that if it got flooded, I was only going to respond to one of them and just be like, and just give my consensus. That way I wasn't like, but yeah, I totally understand. It's your Twitter account. You're entitled to go for it. I like the fact that someone has my back.
Personally, Rhea was over. And personally, I think that match with Charlotte, though it was a good match.
Oh!
Yeah, like he distracted him from the get-go. Ric Flair has gone on record and said Kevin Owens can work, and we're seeing it right now. You're damn right he wasn't. This is Kevin motherfucking Owens.
Sacrificing his own safety, his own body to take down the head of the table. The Universal Champion is now. Boy, you and I know Kevin Owens for years and years. He's one of the toughest men in the WWE locker room that never say die attitude. There's no point in Kevin Owens. He's going to take it to all the time. Turn it into a the champion. That focus, that determination on full display for the WWE Universe to see. And now Owens on the apron. As he glances down, and a splash by Owens. Roman Reigns gasping for air. This was not what the champion was expecting. Let's look at this once again. A cross splash from the apron to the floor. 260 plus pounds crashing down across the heart of the Universal Champion. Kevin Owens came to retrieve the ladder to put in the ring. He's going to need that ladder to grab the championship. He just sent the Crystal Council in scurrying away.
Where's Jimmy? Jimmy's going to come out, dude. Yo, the brothers are getting back together. Heyman is going to be managing the bloodline after this match. The bloodline. And that is just art imitating life, and life imitating art. Because Heyman has managed the Samoans before, and he's going to do it again. And then what's going to happen is the Usos are going to win the SmackDown championships.
That's exactly what I said.
Huh?
It's exactly what I said. The Street Profits are just holding on to those things for them.
As much as I love the Street Profits, because Heyman has put over the Street Profits.
Like,
And I think instead of just putting them right in the title picture, I think they're gonna Heyman is going to work with the Usos, like actually like have them, book them in tag team matches and work their way up, and so that Heyman can talk more shit about them. And then we'll see Heyman kind of like conflicted a little bit. Maybe it's possible. See a little bit of conflict in Heyman because he's backed up the Street Profits, and now he's going to be representing both the Usos.
so yeah, between the Raw Women's Championship, the SmackDown Women's Championship, the NXT Women's Championship, and the Divas Championship, she is a 12-time Women's Champion.
Did Corey Graves just say Reigns is pissed?
He might have.
Kind of. All right. Yeah. Kind of talking a little bit of language there. I like it. Wow. He just yeeted those stairs. All right, Roman.
See, it's hard to really say that they're kind of so. It feels like they're trying, to build the Fiend back up if they're having him main event the show after, because I remember us having a conversation about that, how he won the title and then dropped it to Roman a week afterwards, and it was kind of a downgrade. It doesn't seem like they're forgetting about him that much if he's going on to main event this pay-per-view in a match that and is a very popular stipulation match that has not been around. I would say that this is a big deal for Bray Wyatt.
Buddy, I'm telling you, I tweeted at Vince McMahon today, and I told him, look, you want an edgier product after WrestleMania? Book Rhea Ripley on the main roster and get her against Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship and have Rhea become Intercontinental Champion. You want ratings and attitude on your show and maturity? Book that shit. Because you already had Ronda Rousey beat up Triple H at WrestleMania. So you have no excuses to not have mixed matches. We're holding your swings there, Roman. Kind of making them roll yours. I mean, I was amazed you threw those chairs as well as those steps as well as you did, Roman, because clearly, I mean, we haven't seen you throw steps really well in the past. I mean, you're trying to get them into the ring and Hell in a Cell, and that didn't go well for you. You laughed our asses off of that one.
Oh.
Oscar, 2 bells.
Retaining his Universal Championship, which is still hanging high above the ring. This is a message not only to Kevin Owens, but to all of Friday Night SmackDown, all of the WWE. Who truly sits at the head of the table?
All right. I'm going to take a risk here. Stand up and go get another drink.
Kevin Owens is fighting for what he believes. It is Kevin Owens versus the world tonight. A chair already mangled by Kevin Owens. Now KO gonna use it. Bishop and shoot. The chair just buckled up. Greater than Universal Champion. And now it's Roman Reigns writhing in pain. And Owens looking straight into the eyes of Reigns.
All right. So Noah was on Twitter, and he said, "What are the odds Jimmy Uso shows up tonight?" I'm like, very high. He's about to jump in the ring right now and push the ladder over. Oh, there's Jay. We need Jimmy. Or if it's not Jimmy, it might be Rikishi. That'd be funny.
Gives him a stink face.
Kind of landed ugly there.
Ooh. Out of curiosity, what are your thoughts on the Superman punch?
Well, clearly it's popular because Orange Cassidy uses it. And it's and if we're talking WWE video games, it's a signature move. It's not a finisher.
Yeah.
The finisher, his finisher is obviously the spear. Another
or that guillotine, Chuck.
Another signature move is the Samoan drop.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's on par with the Samoan drop.
Are you like a fan of it personally?
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like I'm not like yay woohoo, but I'm not like it sucks. So I mean, like it really. Same. I'm not. It's really mutual. I really don't.
Yeah, I feel you.
A type of way about it.
Right. I've heard mixed reviews about it. On. We've had that debate before. Like really anything involving a punch gets that debate.
Dude, you know what? Also, we have looming in the background is we have Goldberg and Roman.
He's not losing to Goldberg.
Right. But we have the match in the background is what I'm saying. I'm not saying Roman's going to lose. If he does, I'm going to be pissed. Because that's throwing all the work down the toilet.
No disrespect to Bray Wyatt, but The Fiend is one thing. Like, I look at the past 5 years between this run and his previous run, even before Roman had cancer. I look at how much Vince has invested in Roman Reigns. Right. It doesn't, like, Vince, in this particular case, is going to use Goldberg to build Roman Reigns up. That, in my opinion, is what he had in mind at WrestleMania.
But if Vince brings Goldberg back and has him beat Roman for the Universal Championship, Vince is a fucking idiot, and he's lost his goddamn mind. There's no way you can book that correctly. The only way you book it correctly is Roman beating Goldberg. That's it. That's the only right answer, and it's obvious, Vince. You can't build him up this month. You can't build Roman Paul, Heyman, the Usos up this much and then just ruin it in one night. If you do, you're a fucking idiot.
And obviously, I mean, no disrespect towards Bray Wyatt and everything, but he, like, he hadn't put that much into Bray Wyatt just yet, but, like, he's not going to roll that dice on Roman Reigns.
Honestly, Goldberg shouldn't have won that match. Honestly.
He shouldn't have won that match, but...
Goldberg, I mean, the Fiend won the Firefly Funhouse match against John Cena. Okay, between John Cena and Goldberg, I got John Cena, and the Fiend beat him. And
I think what that came down to was the same. I think what that came down to was the same thing that the Goldberg match came down to, and that was a lot of those part timers are given creative control, and Cena. What the difference was that Cena made the right call and Goldberg didn't. And that sounds douchey to say, but I mean...
Here comes Jimmy. Here comes Jimmy. Here comes Jimmy. Here comes Jimmy. Oh, it's Roman. Damn it. Jimmy Uso, where the fuck are you, my guy? Come on. You need the bloodline back, baby. Oh, irate.
He's going to choke him out and then climb the ladder.
Oh, my God. Do you think, I mean, obviously, you see, are we, I don't know, dude. I'm starting to have second thoughts about the outcome of this one.
About Jimmy Uso?
No, about the winner of this match.
You think Kevin Owens is going to do it?
It's possible. Even after that powerbomb into a ladder. Why do they even have a small ladder in there? What is that supposed to do?
Guess it's easier to throw.
By the way, if Miz would have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase and won the WWE Championship, you know what I would have wanted to happen? I would have wanted, after the Randy and Bray feud, maybe Randy wins it back, and then at WrestleMania, we get Edge and Randy for the WWE Championship. That would have been lit. But right now, it's still Drew's time. We're coming up on a year. Well, technically not a full year of him being champion, but pretty much.
I think the rest of this is just going to be Roman absolutely making Kevin Owens look like shit before he goes and climbs the ladder.
There's me yawning. That's like, what, a 10-pound chair that you just threw on him? Should use his brain and stay down. There's valiance in knowing when to walk away. Jesus. Roman Reigns is having his way with Kevin Owens. This match of the night right here?
Yeah.
So far. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen between Bray and Randy, but I mean, because that's our main event. But I mean, this so far is taking the cake.
Dude, the background of that double feature looks like the red Infinity Stone.
fucking slow.
The reality stone.
Look how like he's taking his time to get in the ring. He's not like he's just like I got like slow, methodical Roman Reigns. He's like, this is just so good. Like, God damn, it's like, oh fuck. Ah, shit. He's just like tugging on his ankle and he's like, wait, what the ah, damn it. He's like, what the fuck? What am I gonna do? He's like, this is bullshit. I fucking love how he's reacting to this. He's like, dude, I fucking like I'm done. Like, what are you doing? Like, what do you mean you're back in this ring? What are you doing? I dare you to spit in his face right now, KO. Spit in his face. Spit in his motherfucking face. There you go. All right, is that it, KO? You done?
Jesus.
What if Roman climbs the spear, or climbs the spear? What if he climbs the ladder, and then Goldberg hops in the ring and just spears the ladder and knocks him off? Roman, your teeth are too white, dog. Those dentures.
I think they're veneers.
Fighting spirit. Ooh, 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 he's gonna capitalize. Come on.
Ooh.
Last surge of energy. Last surge of energy. Come on, KO. Come on. Now here comes Jimmy. Here comes Jimmy. Jimmy's gonna pull it out of the title and hand it to Roman. I see that happening right now.
Dude, so this is you can hear the commentary like when Jimmy. Like oh shit. Yeah, Jimmy Uso is coming out.
What? Bro, come on. Barricades are now like worthless.
Worthless?
They're completely worthless now.
Dude, like, they've been worthless forever.
You know how finishing moves get buried? Barricades are now worthless because that was like
I thought we'd switch to the full-on barricades like from the guardrails for a reason.
The announce tables are becoming less and less impactful. Barricades are becoming less and less impactful. You legit got to throw someone off a ladder into a bunch of tables, like what Edge did to Undertaker all those years ago. Like, you got to do that. Wow. What a kick. That was bullshit.
It's a good fucking match.
Dude. Here comes Jimmy. Again, here comes Jimmy. It's happening right now. Jimmy Uso. Running down the ramp. Push him over. It would be. It ain't going to happen. God damn it, Jay.
It's like the U.S. beating the Russians.
God damn it. No. Here comes Roman. Yep. Yep.
Squeezing the breath out of his challenger. And Kevin Owens has got limp as he crashes to the mat, leaving Roman Reigns a clear path to the Universal Championship. One more step to the head of the table.
That was hellacious. One hell of a match.
So,
Alrighty,
so
guys.
far,
We're back for the main event. It is Randy Orton versus The Fiend in a Firefly Funhouse Inferno match. Now, if this is anything similar to the Firefly Funhouse match with John Cena,
I don't think it is, but I think it's just a regular Inferno match. But all I know is we're about to see The Fiend's entrance, and I'm super stoked for it. We're glad that you're out there. Let me in. What?
I have a level of darkness inside of us. And we have the light and the darkness, and which one we choose to act on is up to us. But this guy, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt is just such an artist, man. Fucking love it. Need to grab my charger before my computer dies, and then we're fucked. Be right back while this entrance is going on.
Bam, bam.
to get to face the Fiend. He's encountered the Fiend from surprise altercations before, but this he gets to look the Fiend in the eye. And I think that is the biggest difference here, Bob. He's looking the Fiend in the eye. His target has been identified. The prey is locked in, and Randy Orton. Randy Orton saves the reach, and he sees multiple similarities between himself and the Fiend. He sees the evil, the deranged mindset that they both share. Is Orton truly prepared for what's about to happen?
You got the charger on. Now he's just sitting in the ring. Is the Fiend wearing two different color like contact lens? Looks like his eyes are different colors. You look into the Mets. Laughing at him.
Where's the fire?
I don't know. Kane comes out. Whoosh!
There you go.
That'd be pretty. That'd be crazy. Or if he,
Hey, look, so,
or he can do it. If he can do it.
Kane just comes in. Sorry, I'm late. Some bad traffic on the I-70.
You hear the Finger 11 song, and he just lights the fire.
That'd be great.
Or they spill to the outside, and then Kane just shows up and goes. This ain't an Inferno match like the video games, where like there's this fire on the outside of the ring.
Because like the one Inferno match that they have had, that was what they did. They may just be doing this one differently for some weird reason. One of Bray Wyatt's first matches was against Kane. It was like a Ring of Fire match where they did the same thing, except they didn't have him actually set him on fire. They just like had it win by pinfall or submission. I think it was the night that Daniel Bryan beat John Cena and then Orton cashed in on him. That was like when the Authority like was born.
Hat and drop kick by Randy. Now, while you're having this Inferno match, Randy, you might as well promote some Christmas merch. Buy this hoodie for $29.99 at WWEshop.com. There's no way that's what you're $30. They probably racked it up way more than that, like 40.
Kind of like that mask that's like $200.
When your mask is just as much as the title belts you're selling.
Oh no! Like I honestly, I think all the masks are that expensive. Honestly,
Jesus.
Actually, never mind. The Rey Mysterio masks are usually pretty cheap. By the way, I'm just gonna come out and say this. I'm pretty sure I have seen the Fiend's pants worn by one Ace Ventura.
Oh,
there's the fun. All right, there we go.
Did you see that image where they zoomed up on his face while the fire was being lit?
Yes.
That was my God.
That's what we want.
Here they go. Here they go.
That was kind of badass.
I gotta, by the way, I also, if I was in the WWE and if I could be a character on the main roster, I have a killer idea of working with the Fiend and Alexa. We start out being enemies, but then slowly would work to being a faction with myself, the Fiend / Bray Wyatt, and Alexa. To be perfect. Yo, these shots, dog. These camera angles. They had an angle of just like the fire, like that. Look at that, like that.
I will say this. I'm glad they did it this way instead of just starting off with it lit.
Look, do you see this angle where like they have the fire in front and the action is behind it? Like that. Look.
Yeah, I'm into that. I'm glad they did it this way instead of just starting with it automatically lit. I'm glad they did it this way. Having him just like hit him with the Sister Abigail and lit.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
Ooh. Dude, this is. I'm liking the cinematography of this. They need to stay longer on certain angles. Oh. I thought he was wearing 2 different types of contact lenses. Dude,
this is fucking awesome.
Someone with a. One swing with a pickaxe. Dude. Stab people with pickaxes, dude.
Oh Jesus. Oh boy.
This is Pretty damn cool. He's going to try and light it on fire, and then he's going to move out of the way. Yo, dude, these camera angles are sick. God, I fucking love this.
This is amazing.
And I will sing Bray Wyatt's praises all day long. The man is an artist, and they're allowing him to be talented and artistic.
This is like, I was expecting this to be, like, no pun intended, a little bit watered down. And it hasn't been.
But obviously I see the Fiend going over in this match. Choke slam. Oh shit, dude. I got scared for a second there. Yo, it doesn't hurt him, even if Randy's booked a W for this. Watch, they can do like some alternate reality shit where like now Randy.
Dude, this is insane.
You just gotta catch him on fire. Bell, there's no bell that's wrong. Look, what he's gonna do the rise up thing like Canon Undertaker. Might. I don't know. Oh no. Playing possum, Randy.
Yeah.
Lights are gonna go out.
This is where Bliss comes in.
Yep.
And then Bray goes and takes a long shower.
That's a fake. They got him out. There's no way. The camera cut so many times. They pre-recorded this match.
That is some sick shit.
Hey. If that's not whatchamacallit, catering to your network. Take a look at that, USA. Okay.
Lex Luger was one of the biggest stars in wrestling. He brought an attitude.
Lex was a big guy, also a guy that looked like He-Man.
His body was a temple. Vince signed him for the World Bodybuilding Federation.
That was a cake mess still. No count on this guy.
You know, that's they brought him as the narcissist. That'd be kind of neat. I think I can sink my teeth in that, being a narcissistic bad guy. But Vince saw him as the next Hulk Hogan. I don't know if I was ever be the guy, but who would want to be the guy? He's the American superstar now.
like to express that I wasn't completely out of full hog. It was like a curse. It ruined it.
It's easier to be a bad guy. Good guys with responsibility. I didn't know whether he didn't connect with the people. He could be one of the guys. He couldn't be the guy. Sometimes we don't realize what we had. So it's gone.
The demise of Lex Luger started to happen and things started to go bad for him.
My life had become a total train wreck.
Oh, shit.
There. The day that he went paralyzed.
It breaks a little bit for somebody to know and somebody that's a friend that goes to have to go through what he went through. But on the other hand, he came out of it stronger than ever.
Our wrestling artists, how they relate to us, we're like them. We're not messed up. We make a lot of mistakes.
Did he get a Hall of Fame ring?
He hasn't yet. I really wanted to.
There's kind of some negative publicity with that.
What kind?
Huh?
What kind?
Well, he was there the day. He was basically involved with Miss Elizabeth's drug overdose. He was there and he was involved, essentially. That's what I got from Dark Side of the Ring, is that Lex Luger was involved in that. I don't know all the details. I'm not going to tell you the full story on that, but yeah. All right. Well, while we're watching this, Petey, you got a glass? We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop the official recording. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been another wonderful episode of the Sauce Wrestling Show. If pro wrestling were the barbecue, you can count on us to bring the sauce. Good night from Columbus, Ohio, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all take care. Stay safe and healthy. Peace.
Take it easy, buddy. All right.